It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good AFC matchup in store between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. So a nice run there, and I have to think a strong running game of the playoffs, maybe even more critical than the regular season. And if you go by the numbers, the man they have running it here, he was the best in the NFL.
And since he led the league in rushing yards, I think it means he's going to see the ball a lot in this game, too, because that's what they're built like. That's what they're built around. So I think the offensive line, the tight end, the wide receivers, everyone is coming together, wanting him to get the ball and get it off.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Nyheim Hines, 64 yards. And the Jets will strike first here, this wild card matchup. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. On play action, Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Allen off the play fake. Being chased out left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. Hines. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 3rd down, it's Hines. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 91 yards rushing for him already. A terrific first quarter here to begin the playoffs. Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll hand it off now. Johnson, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Hines, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They run with Hines, able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal. There's some good running there. Gets him down to about the 2-yard line. Knock it on the door. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Nyheim Hines with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Jets are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. They'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Now on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right on the 30. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
118 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. On second and 2, Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. This is Hines. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Working with a second and 4. Here's Hines. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run on first down. Hines, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Second down at 7. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Nyheim Hines saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Now Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, you're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
Allen's throw is complete. And he's got room. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big gain there for the Bills.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs, and the defenses that can avoid giving them up, well, they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you've got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now a throw here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now they try the right side here. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To the air, Allen. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. After the interception, here's Wilson. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. Working with a 2nd and 3.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Under crunch, under crunch, under crunch. Drop 10 spell. Under 10. You're out. 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. They go play action now. Wilson. And he fires one incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Wilson. He'll check this down to Hines. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Play action. Now Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great effort there. 35 yards. And the Jets are able to add on to their first half lead. Gay is on for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Allen going to throw. Looking deep for Jennings. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even.
And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are on the board here in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I think Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
On 1st down, it's Hines. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you. and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. On third down, Hines, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Check 24, check 24. No. Check safety.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Wow, 204 yards rushing for him now as he has been a central figure in trying to get his guys to the second round. Second and goal from the 1. Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the pass. Here we go.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Well, number 1 on the list of things not to do when you're up 3 scores in the third. That right there, give the football away.
I love when you speak like that. You know how doctors talk about taking the Hippocratic Oath, first do no harm? You just did the football-cratic one right there. Don't give the ball away when you have a lead that you can lock this game down with.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. From the 16, Allen. And going deep downfield for Boykin. He's got him in. Complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. A big play here for Buffalo. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Uncorks one for Davis. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up 4th. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
Yeah, that's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around, hand it to the big fella, and let him get forward for a first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. Man, 222 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 2nd and 4. They run again with Hines. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Throwing is Wilson. Forced out to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hines. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Hines. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll try to run with Hines. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Nyheim Hines, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Quentin Williams, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen. High throw, but the catch is made. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 44-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Allen. They'll set up a screen for Breida. He can't get him down. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 27, Allen. Flush to his right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Allen again. And a quick throw here that's complete. Touchdown! Miles Boykin. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. And the Jets have got it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. And lots of looking behind it. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Watch 18. 18's the mark. Check me out.
To throw, it's Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Play action. Now it's Allen.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. Muscles him off. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at about the 31. And to the 40-yard line.